Like, cause it's like, for me, it's like, I can't like hold on to that stuff because like, it just like keeps weighing me down. Cause I'll be I'm like obsessive with things like that. Like I'll be thinking about it all the time. And it's just like, I don't have time for that. Like, you know, like
to be sitting there.
Yeah. Cause like, I'll just brew it. I'm like, this motherfucker like to cheated on me with X, Y, and Z. Yeah. I would forgive. I don't know if I could be with the person anymore though.
So you said you've gotten better with that type of stuff?
Yeah, well, just all around, not necessarily with forgiveness per se, but like with just all around like mental awareness. Like I meditate now, and like I try to be more mindful. My girlfriend got me into it. Like she's like, man, you need to shout out to Well-Made Nutrition. She's like, you know, man, you got a lot of stuff like inside that you need to like work through. And I'm like, and like, you know, like as egotistical males, we're like, no, I don't. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm fine. And like, we started like just talking and like, just like letting things out. And I remember you actually posted this. You posted the guy drowning with the high five. It was like male depression. And it was like, what did he say? Man up or something like that. Yeah. And I feel like as guys, we're just not able to like it's like really uncomfortable to be there because it feels like so vulnerable, like to like actually say what you feel and be like, all right, I didn't really like that. Or like, instead of just like, all right, whatever, fuck it, I don't care. I'm man. Give me a beer.
yeah. That process, that middle ground is tough because you get sounded like society kind of teaches you to like dismiss a lot of things. Yeah. And just to kind of get over certain things. You know what I'm saying? And certain shit, I think at least how a lot of us were raised. You know, certain things you didn't like. We didn't get taught those things.
Yeah. I mean, we're both in really similar situations, like with like father figures. You know? Yeah. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things that like I was harboring like real anger to my dad. Like this is getting deep now. No, but like good. Where like I didn't let that go, and like it doesn't necessarily matter about if I like want to be in that relationship, but it's just like, you know, it's all good, like whatever, you know. And I think it's the same kind of concept with that. Like if someone cheated on you, you don't necessarily have to be with them. Like I don't know if I would be with them anymore. I don't think I would, but I think I would try my best. I haven't been in the situation, so like, I would try my best to forgive them, you know, and just like, it's cool, like whatever, like we're not together anymore, you do you.
I think that's a really good point, because you could forgive someone, but that don't mean you have to continue being with them. Yeah. And if you don't continue being with them, it doesn't mean that you don't forgive them. Yeah, exactly. That just means that you won't be able to look at them the same.
And even like,
or just you won't feel the same for a while.
Yeah. And even like communicating with them. You don't have to communicate with the person anymore. Like I cannot talk to you for the rest of my life, and like we're good. Like I'm not mad or anything. Like we're good. Like I don't care about it anymore. You know? And I think it obviously takes time to get to that point. Like I'd be really angry at first. Of course. But then when you move on, you're like you think, like, you know, I think about like ex-girlfriends that I've had that haven't been the best people in the world. And I'm like, I don't have any anger towards them. I'm like, oh, I hope you do good in life. You know?
You know what I think it comes down to too is once you start looking at that, like one big quote that I live by is don't judge someone because they sin differently than you do.
Yes.
It's a big quote that I live by, and don't get me wrong, it'd be tough. It'd be tough to go by the shit that you believe in. Sometimes I catch myself. Sometimes I'm like, oh wait, Joe, you're kind of judging them because they sin differently than you do. But for the most part, that's how I live. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like at the end of the day, they did what they did. You know what I'm saying. So it's like you fucked up in different ways of all of our lives. We all do. So it's like, you know, you should be able to forgive them. But what you do with the relationship afterwards, that, you know, depends. Like for me, it really, like you said, it all depends. It's all very situational. I mean, I've always thought about it because, you know, it's a topic that always comes up in different things. If it was one of those, they cheated on me because they were bored or whatnot. Not like people do, like, you know what I mean? Or like whatever. I didn't do the dishes that week. You know what I'm saying? Like, cheated. Yo, you never know out here, yo. You never, like, you right? I'm telling you, you never know.
It's like, oh, you didn't load that dishwasher, huh? Yes. You ain't take the garbage out? All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, you didn't do the dishes this week? Okay. Yo, let me make a dig appointment.
Oh, shit. Word. Like, yo, you just never know out here, though, what I'm saying. Oh, but, God. So those, I don't I don't forgive because it's like, okay, you could have talked to me about the situation, about the dishes, but about whatever it was. What I always question myself though is about the, ooh, I was drunk, those type of things. Mm-hmm. Those are like, because I'm both sided on. I'm on the one side of when you're drunk, to a point, depending on how drunk you get, you don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But then I'm also on the side of, I've been drunk and I've known what I did.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. Like in the sense of like defending. Like if you're drunk
with drunk and
if you're drunk and you cheat on me, you cheated on me. You know, because I've never been I've never been so drunk in my life that I wanted to cheat on my girlfriend. You know.
Well, I was at one time so drunk in my life when I went to Colorado a long time ago. As you probably remember.
Yeah.
I had blacked out.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I did. So I always like put myself in one of those situations.
Okay. Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's a little bit different.
What if I just woke up in a bed with a chick?
Yeah.
And it's like one of those, and it's like something if that kind
like
of
some hangover stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, when I went over there, I told the story on the pod before. I literally blacked the fuck out. We drank tequila, and we never drank tequila and so any of that growing up. That just did something completely different to me.
Went Jose Cuervo crazy.
Blacked out. Don't remember the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Any other time, even when we were talking about earlier, all those crazy times as kids, I remember all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I remember all of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's when it kind of gets into the whole, like if the girl hits you with that, I was drunk or, but at the same time too, though, I don't even really associate myself with those type of people.
Yeah.
Who get maybe to that extent.
That's the next thing I was going to say. Like, it's just like with those two things, like if you're with somebody that is like, I know it's a really silly thing to say, but like somebody that's like saying like, all right, well, you did this, I'm going to go cheat on you. Like, do you want to be with that person? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if your relationship's so fragile that you're about to leave the person because they made a mistake or did something that you didn't like, I think that you need to get out of that relationship.
Yeah.
And with the drunk thing, I don't do that myself. Like, I don't drink to that extent. So I can't imagine like being okay with my girlfriend. Like, I don't want to say okay, my girlfriend can do whatever she wants, but I don't know if I would be in a relationship with somebody
if she was like
blackout drunk